what is there to say? Again, this freaking team fought their lives off and come away with a W. I can't believe it. Cannot believe it. Welcome back to the Miami Dolphins recap and preview show. Today's episode coming out on a Wednesday because tomorrow night the Dolphins will be on Thursday Night Football. So putting this out a couple days early. Obviously have to. I can't put it out on Friday because the game will be already done by then. So what are we going to do? So before we break down this week, we got to talk about what happened on Sunday. The Miami Dolphins, 21-19 over the Buffalo Bills. Wow. I mean, I don't know how they did it. I don't know how they pulled that shit off, but I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm stunned. I was not expecting that, especially that crazy ending. So, what's funny is the Bills, most of the stats here are in their favor. They ran 90 plays on Sunday. Dolphins only ran 39. Total yards. What was I looking for? Oh, no, not total yards. Time of possession. 40 minutes and 40 seconds. The Bills had the ball. 19 minutes and 20 seconds for the Dolphins. We did not deserve to win that game. But yet, when it came down to it, in the clutch, they held. And granted, had a little luck on their side with that clock running at the very end. And that's what you need sometimes, man. All you need is just that little bit of luck. That little bit. And they hold. And for the first time in past 7 games between these two teams, the Miami Dolphins beat the Buffalo Bills. So, total yards in favor of the Bills, 495 to 212. Passing yards killed us, 380 to 171. Rushing yards, 115 to 41. 5.5 yards per play for the Bills, 5.4 for the Dolphins. So, about even there. 31 first downs for the Bills, 15 for the Dolphins. Bills went 11 of 18 on third down. Dolphins went 3 for 8. Buffalo went for it fourth down 3 times. They went 2 of 3. Again, the total amount of plays. Sacks allowed. They had a couple more sacks allowed than us, 4 to 2. We had to punt the ball 5 times. Buffalo only punted it once. 7 penalties for the Bills, 4 for the Dolphins. 1 fumble loss. That was at the beginning of the game. And that time of possession, man, man. And Josh Allen, man, with a lot of injured pieces, man. The Bills' defense was not up to par. And a lot of players were getting injured throughout this game. And I've been seeing it online. Oh, the Miami Stadium is this and that. Bro, you got to learn to... No offense to the Bills, but you got to learn how to... What's the word I'm looking for? Hydrate. Like, they were not ready for that game with their stamina, efficiency. Like, there were players kneeling and kilting over this whole game. And I know it's Miami, I know it's Florida, I know it's hot, but I mean, people bringing up the stadium and as an excuse, come on now. That's on you guys. They were not prepared to play in the heat. They were not. Now, granted, will the Dolphins be prepared to play in the cold Buffalo in December? Maybe, maybe not. But just seeing people using the stadium as an excuse of how it was hot out, come on. Their bodies were not ready for that game. But Josh Allen, man, 42 of 63, 400 yards, 2 touchdowns. He even had a couple rushing, 8 carries for 47 yards on the ground. Zach Moss, Devin Singletary. The receiving, we held Stephon Diggs, no touchdowns, but 74 yards, 10 on the average. Devin Singletary was our best receiver. He had 9 catches for 78 yards and a tutty. Isaiah McKenzie was another one. They dominated us. They did us in. But yet, We still won the battle somehow. Tua 13 for 18, 186 and a TD. Obviously took the big hit, which controversy about that. But, I mean, if he was allowed back in, they probably gave him something. It was his back more than anything, according to the what I've read. It wasn't really that he had a concussion. It was some back spasms, I guess, and that's why he collapsed. So I heard they gave him a little something in the locker room, and he was back out, and he looked fine. I didn't see him struggling at all with physical rise, but I don't know. Chase Edmonds, 21 yards on the ground, 2 TDs. That's good. Again, couldn't get the run. Even with the Bills' defense, the way it was and how many pieces they had out, couldn't really get anything going. The passing game, Waddle, 102. Tyreek Hill was kept quiet most of the game. I'm okay with that. Craycraft had a touchdown. I love how they're using Craycraft. That's pretty good. We survived. If there's one word to come from that game Sunday, is that we survived. We got the W. We did our job. Unfortunately, however, and at the time I'm making this, a lot of players are still up in question right now if they are going to play tomorrow night. And that brings us to the Cincinnati Bengals, who the Dolphins will be playing tomorrow night on Amazon Prime Video or Twitch if you have that at 8:15. So, man. Tua's up in the air right now. Waddle's up in the air. A lot of these guys were limited in practice. See, this is the problem with having this many injuries after a game like this on a short week. It's that you can't tell if they're going to play or not. And that is why, right now, last time I checked, the Bengals are the favorite. They are a favorite of 4 right now. Over-under is 47. And that's smart by the bookies. You could say that, as there are a lot of questions right now up with the Dolphins. Now, if those players are active and healthy, that line could switch. So, I recommend, if you are a degenerate gambler, like myself, I throw money on the Dolphins right now at that +4. I really would. Because if that flips, you're golden. You're looking good. But we'll have to wait and see for tomorrow night. Dolphins have covered every game so far this year, so if you're looking into that as well, there you go. And a quick look at the Bengals, who are on that Super Bowl hangover, which I predicted that they would have that hangover this year. And, so far, Joe Burrow's last game, 23 for 36, 275, 3 TDs. They were playing the Jets, so they did have their coming out party. Tyler Boyd had a big game. T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, Joe Mixon. All the same guys you have to look out for on this team. So it's going to be a battle. It's not going to be easy. Going on the road Thursday night into that stadium. Dolphins could very well lose this game. And it all depends who's going to play on. And that is why we just have to wait and see what is going to happen. So, a little bit of a wait and see with this one. Again, Dolphins could win. Dolphins could lose. I don't know. I think looking at me, I said they would have lost the last 2 games, but look where we are. One of 2 undefeated teams left in the NFL. The other one being the Philadelphia Eagles. So, we'll just have to wait and see what happens, but that'll be tomorrow night. And that's going to do it for this one. I can't believe this team is 3-0. We don't deserve to be 3-0. I'm going to be honest. We do not deserve it. We should be 1-2 right now. Really, I'm being honest. We should be a 1-2 football team right now. But, again, any given Sunday, and that tiny bit of luck can go a long way in this league. So, that's going to do it. Thank you all for watching, of course. I appreciate it, and I'll be back next week with the recap of this one, and, of course, more videos to come, as always, on this channel. So, thank you all for watching, of course, and I will see you for the next one.